Time for another movie haul, and because I'm recording this introduction before I've actually received most of the discs that will be featured in this video, I can't tell you in advance whether this will be an exciting haul or a disappointing haul. I have seen a couple of them, the first few, and yeah, for the most part were pretty good, but you know, I will be finding out with you for the first time whether or not the rest of this haul was actually worth it. The less said about Werewolves of the Third Reich, the better, but Call Me By Your Name was absolutely fantastic. I didn't really make the connection between this film and the book. I read the book about, oh gosh, maybe 3 years ago, and it was one of the best books that I've ever read, and I still stand by that. The film was exquisite, absolutely gorgeous. Not as good as the book, because I feel with the book it's more immersive, it's more independent, it's much easier to lose oneself in it. But Call Me By Your Name, the film, is just perfect. I'm not having the best of luck at the moment. Charlotte was not a good film. It's basically a bunch of short scary stories together that's kind of woven together with this doll. Some of the shorts were okay, but I felt like they didn't really weave together properly, so it felt very kind of disjointed and just not very good. Selfie from Hell I could have enjoyed better. It was a very good mystery. I didn't really know where it was going or what to expect, so it certainly kept me hooked. But it wasn't as good as what I hoped it would be. I'm sure it doesn't need to be said, but I'll say it anyway. The Fly is amazing. I've been desperate to see this for a long time. Wasn't what I expected, but it was much better. I love how graphic and gory it is. And it's about a scientist who starts to dabble with teleportation, and then something happens with their fly. I won't spoil it, but it may be obvious from the description there. Absolutely loved it. Nobel Sun 2007, it's about a Nobel Prize winner and his struggled relationship with his father. Alan Rickman is definitely the highlight in this one for me. The film itself, it was a very good, gripping thriller. Not my favourite thriller, but quite intense at some times. I thought Alan Rickman's character was particularly awesome. Maybe biased, I don't know. But yeah, it was worth a watch. Pretty happy with both of these. On the left we have Nightmare. It's about this couple and their new baby who move into a house in the country. They're very sleep-deprived parents and weird things start to happen, and it will mess with your mind much better than I expected. On the right, I thought this one sounded fantastic, and Robert Englund is in it as well, so I had to see it, and I'm just so thrilled with how it turned out. This is The Last Shown, about a projectionist who decides to make his own real-life horror by tormenting this young couple who go to see a midnight screening of a film. Basically, it's very good, and if you do go to midnight screenings, well, you watch this, you may never go to a midnight screening again. And last up, we have The Haunting of Mary, which I thought was very good. It's about this young girl who goes missing one night, and then she turns up and she can't remember what's happened. And I think it's very wonderfully told. It kind of has a slight feel of The Lovely Bones about it, but it's a completely different narrative. Would definitely recommend. Thank you for watching this, and as always I would love to hear which films you recommend and which ones I should put to the top of my list. I'm becoming more proactive with actually putting recommendations to the top of my list, so please do feel free to tell me what they're about with non-spoiler descriptions, and I'll speak to you all soon.